Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of We're back. We're back. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Listen, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so very much for tuning in this good Saturday afternoon. We're here to have a long-winded conversation, recap, review of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 11. And we're actually going to do episode 1 and 2 today because it was a double premiere. They've been doing that lately, which I kind of think isn't fair to the orange bracket just because their bracket ends a little quicker than others. But at the same time, we're very much fed and nourished based off of the episodes. And it does leave off of a cliffhanger, if you will, in these moments where do these points get allocated as far as if the girls do not make it in the top 2, adding more drama. So I do think the 2 is fine for that purpose, where it's like, ooh, what's going to happen next? And then we now can wait and salivate for episode 3, but maybe 4 episodes instead of 3 would be kind of cool if you're going to double premiere it. Either way, y'all ready to get into this today? We got to talk about it. Trust and believe. I have a few opinions. And you know what would be fair right now? Because you know I'm going to say something about that one thing. You know I am. Oh, Jama. Hold on. Listen, before I even read this, let me get my baby some water. Hey, hold on. Hi, kids. Not both of y'all are over here right now. We got to do a show. And you know, I was running a little behind today. We're going to talk about it. Let's get them a little extra water. I have 2 water dishes and they always go to just one specific one, even though they need 2. Cats. All right, let's go ahead and read this off because, yeah, I got some things to say today. This program is for entertainment purposes only, I promise. And content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by myself are just my sole personal views. They do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please do not be rude. Again, we're going to talk about a TV show. I don't know these people in real life, even though somebody came from my friend in real life. We're going to talk about the TV show. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. You're going to be here for a while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good boot. Now, as I go down the line today of talking about these queens and possible shade that will be administered with quickness or slow, whatever. If you need the lore for that, you can watch the Meet the Queens. You can go to my Patreon because I've explained it a lot. And I think it's best if I just roll with the homies today, if you will. Shout out to Clueless. Rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. Because we got 2 episodes and it's going to be a lot to talk about today. This is entrance looks again. We've already discussed it with the Meet the Queens and the cast reveal, but we also have the LaToya Jackson runway, which I was impressed with majority of what I saw, I was impressed with. And then the next episode that followed was Club Couture, Gay Club Couture, specifically, where the girls had to create something. I said, a design challenge? Once again, majority ruled there too. I was like, okay. So I think we have a lot to get into today, as well as the alliances, I guess, and somebody who I think is happy to be there, and another person who I feel is seeking a viral moment so badly. I know production is trying to help them with all the confessionals they're getting, but I'm like, golly, child, like, girl, she trying too hard, sister. I know you weren't in there for a long time, but boo. And everything else that comes with it. So far, so good with this season, just to give you a little idea of how I feel. But do you think it's crazy that it's only 2 people moving forward? I would love to hear your thoughts in the live chat as I see it down here. I think that's crazy work. Just 2? Why? Like, I get we're trying to maybe, cut the budget a tad bit. We don't need that many episodes, but like, you got 6 of them. Having half go through kind of makes a lot of sense, tournament style, versus 2. That's like 1/3 if you cut the numbers. Can I do math? 2 out of 6. I can do math. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know about that, but so far it is a tight race. That I do like, with the idea of only 2 people going forward, and you can clearly tell who is not advancing in this first round. You can clearly tell who is not advancing in this round, and that's okay. That is all right. Some people are there to be seen again, and that is fine. And other bitches are there to compete. The end. But like, let's have a good time today, y'all. I've been talking too much, and I'm here for it today. So let's start this up. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is, that's Twitter. I hate calling it X. It's at the Matty-Rants there on Elon Musk's laboratory of AI app nonsense. But check me out on the social media pages. There is a Linktree link in my about section if you would like to follow me on social media, where I talk about Drag Race and, of course, other things. And keep up to date also on these shows, as well as programs on Patreon and other stuff going on. Also, if you want to join my Patreon, it's for as low as $2 a month. We actually did a live reaction to episode 1, and that was so much fun. I'm doing a live reaction for each start of the brackets, if you will. We did episode 1 orange bracket. I'll do it for the pink and the purple, and then of course for the finale. So it's sort of like an every other thing, every other you. And then I got an edited reaction for episode 2 posted for you. So check it out. You also can view, because we completed our first Patreon season. Shout out to the Patreon girlies. I was like, oh my God, I committed to a full season of watching 5 fucking shows at the same time. We just got done with All Her Fault. We just got done with the first season of Interview with the Vampire. You all were absolutely correct. I was tripping. I should have been watching that show. That was amazing. Thank you for the recommendation. We're going to start season 2 next week. Well, actually in like 3 days. We'll be starting season 2. We also finished Jury Duty. Thank you also for that recommendation. That was a fun show to watch. I won $100,000 for being some random person being thrown into some not actual real event. Like, please, but I thought that was crazy. I was like, this man got 100. What? But we're gonna do Company Retreat next with the group. And then what else did we complete, y'all? We did a Devil Wears Prada live movie reaction. And so much more on the channel. Of course, I have all the Drag Race you can think of. I have, of course, old shows like Pose that we covered back in the gap. Now it's at 800 plus videos. So for $2 a month, that's a pretty damn good deal to see some reactions and enjoy the community over there. We do have a live chat. So join the Patreon. It's a good time. And shout out to my Patreon folks out there. We're having a good one. We're about to start Coven, American Horror Story. We're doing a rewind on that one. So if you are into the American Horror Story, Ryan Murphy, aka White Tyler Perry nonsense, then yes, we are going to do the Coven girlies their dues, because the new season is coming up soon, and I'd like for us to be on the dial with that one, plus 2 new shows that I'll be introducing for the new season of the Patreon folks. So join us on Patreon. Bookable and Cameo merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I'm also an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. We're talking about a show that's on Paramount Plus. It's All Stars. So if you would like a free week of Paramount Plus on me, go ahead and click that link. It'll take you where you need to go and stay past that week, because I don't need to tell you the rest. We have bills. And for those of you who have actually done the Paramount Plus, thank you so very much. It's really cool when I randomly get a little bloop and I'm like, oh, shout out to the people who subscribe. Also, the PO box is still available if you want to send anything. We already did the disclaimer. Again, I am going to be talking a little bit of shit, but I also do wish these people well no matter what. Don't come from my friend, but like I wish these people well. Talk to one person. But yes, and if you did want to throw a little bit of love in my jar for your boy hosting with the most sin today, please and thank you is PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $ Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. You will more than likely be hearing Mina and Mamu in the background. They are currently in Zoomy playtime mode, and we have given up on stopping them. I have allowed them to be. There you go. Shout out to everybody in the community who's been watching my other videos too. I appreciate you for tuning into those rant reports as well as other lives that I go, go live with. It's been a very interesting journey. Still trying to find another job. It's been very tough for me out here. And after getting work done on my car working just fine, it has started acting up again. And it happened yesterday. So now I have to go right back to the shop and see what the hell is going on. So yes, your boy's been a little quiet lately and stressed. But we're going to keep a stiff upper lip, upper chin. We're going to do this right now because I don't have a choice in this matter. And I'm a little over it, but I'm kind of just like, man, Matt, just keep going because there are some good things I am doing in the background here that I can't wait to discuss once they're done. But yes, a lot on the boys' plate, but hey, that's for everybody. I feel like all of our plates are full right now. So I'm holding your hand with you too. Okay, kids? I'm with you too on that one. Trust and believe. Shout out. We already have a new Patreon subscriber. Shout out to Dasher. Welcome aboard to the Patreon crew. Okay. Now, Emrica's not here today and will not be here next week to moderate. And they normally do the timestamps, but they will be back after vacation. Now, I, of course, will be taking this duty on and making sure once this video is uploaded to get some timestamps going here for the video. So if you do notice it a little bit later, you're gonna be like, oh my God, Matt. Yeah, I did. But give me a second here because it's been a crazy week for me. And now the weekend is here and I'm trying to de-stress because we're gonna have to figure out how to get to the grocery store today without this car going put off on us. But yeah. All right. Let's get to All Stars. Let's do the do. I love this show so very much. Sometimes I feel like it does play in my face, as we all do feel with certain decisions that are made. But I can still enjoy the ride, and that's how I want to keep it going, especially with Drag Race for right now, because you never know when it's going to end. You never know. Hope everyone's doing good over here. Shout out to live chat. Let me start talking to y'all. Large Coke with limit. You know I love that you have a Dragonair as the PFP. Listen, that's literally one of my favorite Pokemon. I never wanted to evolve it into the Dragonite, even though I'm kind of here for the new shiny mega version of it now. But like Dragonair was always that girl. Period. Like, baby, get into the mug. The body was right. Melodic came behind her. No shade. And Melodic is still tea. But like, let's be clear. Dragonair was pushing the bodies, was giving the body girl something before she ever could. I'm just saying. Like, wow. I can't. So sorry. I had to queen out there for a little Pokemon. Regan Cannon, welcome. Hey, beautiful people. I got my tree and two-step. I know that's right. Joel, I said at the beginning of the season, I hope she has fun. I hope it's fun for her. Listen, again, it's a show. It's competition. We're watching this. We'd totally love if everybody was, going to eat. But no, that's not going to happen. And that's okay. I can still be happy that they got some more time. And I'll assume another call won't be necessary. But if it happens again, maybe. But, we'll see. Yeah. Hey, Jazzy, what's going on, baby Pokey fan? Mandy Jane, Martha, how you doing, my love? Playboy Farty, how you doing, baby? Everybody up in this chat right now. Just trying to make sure I get my highs in before we start. Abina. Look, Dawn came back with vengeance. Oh, We are going to talk about the Irene the Alien Dawn crossover JoJo's Bizarre Universe moment. We will be having this conversation. I will say Dawn got like 10 billion points for me for having the audacity to say stripper and Pikmin in the same sentence. And then presenting it as such. I was a proud Nintendo fan. When that came out, oh, see, I need those things to feed me. Okay. We need to get this started up in here. We do. Hey, Kawaii. What's going on, baby? Imagine how you doing, my love. And we got a lot. We got to do this today. Don't you dare unsubscribe. I mean, people have already done it. I was at 23 and I'm no longer. And that's okay. I get it. People are not, you know. But you should totally subscribe. Please. Okay, so moving forward and moving on, we have our first bracket of All-Stars, and it's the orange bracket. Morphine Love Dion is entered in with her best. Y'all made a joke about this, but now I'm running with the joke. Puss, Mug, Ladybug. And I'm here for Morphine. I'm glad Morphine's back. We are going to talk about that moment in the workroom where RuPaul in bringing up this car accident bit. And I thought to myself, this is the way RuPaul responded a little bit for me, where I was like, oh, I was like, girl, I'm in, lock in. Please lock in. This lady literally survived. Like, I need you to lock it a little bit. I need you to lock it. This lady almost was not here. And we are very happy that Morphine did not end up looking like, and forgive me for saying this. Ooh, I need a disclaimer real quick. We are very happy for Morphine still being here with us today. We're also happy that she didn't get the Zac Efron. But yeah, that I need mom to lock in a little bit more. But I was also happy Morphine's back. She's one of my favorites from her season. She's also my confessional warrior, goddess queen. And yeah, Lucky Stars is there and they look amazing to people. And they are in the room with these people. Mystique Summers is back. No more Madison at the end of that. A little sad about that. But Mystique Summers is here. And this dress, she looks good in the mug with, I like the hair. I like. And I did enjoy that they gave her this breaking news moment or whatnot, but we're going to get a little bit more into Mystique in just a moment. I'm not done. Morgan McMichaels is also in this piece. Shout out to casting for putting these two in the same bracket, since they literally, as baby, let me just say it now. And I love Mystique. Girl, if I had to hear one more time about you creating Untucked, and it's true. Before the door closes, it's true. If you really want to talk, when Untucked got popping this season, another season, but this was the one. It was like, oh, okay. Everybody kind of started locking in a little bit, especially, mind you, Tyra. You know, the girls want to say redacted right now. You know, James, if you will, Jujubee, Raven when she was another color. You know, all that jazz. Like it was a season. Nicole Paige Brooks was there. Like, not y'all. Okay, just real quick. No, Lucky threw shade at Jamar, child, in the video, and I was like, we don't play like that. I don't like girls that be coming from my friend, and I will forever hold a little for her just for that, especially over a comment like crusty dreads and shit. I'm like, excuse me. Yes, girl, that is the tea. That's why I don't really care for her. And y'all already know my Vivacious story. But like, yeah, that's what that was about. Yeah, Lore T. Jamar will tell you. Jamar will tell you. Yeah, and Jamar found out about that. Well, actually heard That being said, especially when it was like a conversation with another person who we used to fuck with like that, that so happens to be lightly related, but not related to that person no more. And they were talking about Jamar, and Jamar was mentioned, and they were talking about how their dress was like nappy crusty. And I was like, excuse me? And this is Jamar, one of my besties. Yeah, that's not. I'm so sorry. I have Mystique's picture up here. I'm talking about this thing, but like, yeah, that's why I don't play with her. Like, she on the show, and y'all can like her, and that's cute. But she talks about my friend, and and as much as I'm a reviewer, I'm still on that fuck shit. So like, be mad at somebody else, baby. Whoever can see this, like I'm being real. Talks about my sister. I don't play that. So yeah, I'm gonna do all that. Now, somebody who is genuinely kind as fuck, and I've had the pleasure of meeting at DragCon one time. Randomly, it wasn't even a booth, Morgan. I don't even think you remember the sister, but like you were coming out of VIP and we were just walking and we saw you and we spoke and you gave us time. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you need to come to my booth and say hello, because I've had girls try that. No shade. You didn't do that. You gave us time. It was a cute little light hug. It was like just real quick energy, good energy, and just a pass on by. Like, and she's good. I've seen her perform too as well. Morgan is about her tea and her business. That's a businesswoman. But as somebody who comes from the logo days of watching Morgan McMichaels, and I also was sad for what happened to her on her All Stars run, it is wild to see the difference. It's wild to see the difference in time with people. It is wild. Who is this? Who? Like, as much as it's like, oh, I just got a little lip filler, I'm like, nah, friend. Like, you also found the sun. You know what I mean? You know, we've gone through different routes of hair, the clothes, the full-on effect of who you are as a person. Like, you can see it with certain girlies, and that's just why I like when the logo babies from back in the day start to play again in this competition, because it is like, honey, we saw them not to say way back then. I mean, bitch, I'm in Morgan's age group, high key millennials, but like, it's just crazy to see. I don't know. For me, this made me like, I had a little goosebumps. I was like, oh, we were once over here and now we're there. We've made it, Morgan. And in this community of people, sometimes folks don't get to this. Sometimes they don't get here, and it's a blessing. So like, yeah. Let's talk about Miss Dawn. Oh, how proud I was looking for my "Can I Be Honest" tank top for Dawn. All tea. I was looking for it. I could not find it. It's somewhere in this apartment. Dawn, I am so proud of you. We will be giving you so many dues. First of all, this was already cute. It is what is to come later, where I was like, oh, she's not playing this season. Okay. Mind you, did not get a win her season. Chronically safe and then out. This is what we want to see when the girlies come back. This is what we want to see. You get another opportunity. It's time to fucking play. And listen, Donathan Taylor Thomas, one of my favorite folks in the world, Donica, she's back. Okay, Donica Lewinsky, she's about to cut the fuck up. I'm telling you. Get ready. I like it. And I'm a little concerned because there's two people going forward, and I'm a little bit like, but I also want Morgan to go forward, and I want Akira to go forward. And then I'm looking at my sister Morphine, and I'm like, girl, I hate that you're all in this bracket right now with only two freaking people that get to go. That's not fair. I'm not missing anybody else in this conversation based off of these last two episodes. Go ahead, Dawn. I was here for it. Houston. Yeah, I'm going to be biased about this one, and I own it, and I accept it, and I'm okay with it. Akira Chanel Davenport. You know, she lives out here in Houston, so I it's like 1 hour is gonna root for the baby, period. But like now she hometown. I'm sorry. She will do no wrong. She will do no wrong. I ain't gonna talk about the rap. But this gave me what I needed. And as happy as I was to see Bianca and Bob on the pit stop again, I don't know what the hell they were talking about with my sister, but wow, thank you. Now, Akira, we need you to get you to the next bracket immediately. You must go. You have to go through. Oh my goodness gracious. Listen, skid marks RuPaul, tit job McGee, or back row Michelle Visage, this little bit with them being sports commentators for the NASCAR run or whatnot, has the ladies finding out that they're going to be in a situation where, yes, we are doing this tournament style, Jesus Christ, tournament style again. But however, only 2 of y'all gets to go forward. Oh, I'd be heated. I'm not even going to lie to you. Now it's like, oh, we must win. Like, yeah, you need to play a social game for sure. But at this point, oh, baby, we need to win every week because it shouldn't come down to somebody giving me a point as far as now me going forward. Whereas where it's 3, okay, you can think about, well, if I don't win that week, then I can depend on my social run to do something here. This is very do or die, and I don't like it. I mean, I kind of like it because of the stakes, but I hate it because it's like, you put all these, do you put the majority of these baddies in the same damn season bracket, excuse me, and only 2 get to go forward? 2 out of 4? That's crazy, Rue. You only letting 2 out of 4 of these bitches go forward is wild. I don't like it. I don't like it. 2 out of 4 is crazy, people. Everybody else in this moment like, oh, so we have no room for error at all. And then they get to go to the semifinals with it being 6. It being, I feel like they're just going to do another, bit of like 2 episodes, and then they're going to get to like a top 4 and then do a lip sync for the crown situation again. I feel like they learned a little bit from last season about how to do these bodies right, but now I take it back because I'm looking at Morgan's body and I'm like, that can't be true. Akira is definitely wrong. I was like, now I know, how is she gonna put that ass up in here? That's not possible. Like, what? How? No. Okay. No, we haven't learned. But the girls meet each other. They're wild and stunt, they're people in the room fans, if you will, and they're really going over who's going to be competition and why. I like this. I like this a lot. No, I'm sizing up the competition. I'm looking at Morgan as a beast, but also Morgan needs to not come in here and play that's what I'm looking for. She can't be too hot. Y'all remember her from the last All-Star season, and you remember Miss Morgan decided to very early. I'm going to send the bitch who is going to do well home. In a competition where when a person does good and you may be in the bottom, it is their responsibility to send you home. She ended up going home. And then the person who sent her home ended up quitting. Wow. Oh my God. I never thought of that. Oh, am I just now thinking about this? Is the same season, right? Yep. All-Stars 3. And then she fell prey to the return to sender edit, where, okay, you have the opportunity to come back again in the middle of the competition. Da 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 da. You go right back. I hate when that happens. That super sucks. Can you imagine? Oh, we're finished? No, you get to come back. Oh, you're out. One more time. I'm so sorry. One more episode. Shouldn't have sent you home the first time. My bad. We could have kept you and then sent you home. Apologies. But Morgan, I would look at as competition. The Mystique and Morgan moment, I think, is cute. There's clearly still a little. They like to, play fight, if you will, or ruffle each other's feathers. It's a little playful shade. It's that old school kind of play on it. And I like that Mystique is really trying to hold that down. This is a scary thing to see, and I apologize. But I promise you there's a reason why I showed you that fucked up ass picture. It's because Morphine gave me Lisa Simpson for 5 seconds, but also I hollered and laughed because she said, let's switch drag for the rest of the competition. I think that's a good idea. And Morphine, the pause was yes, because and you came there to compete. You came to compete. The other one, you came to compete, sister. But here comes the first of the bullshit that I like to address because you got me on some fuckery and fuck shit here. Morphine, yes, is going to dog Lucky the entire episode to my amusement. However, Lucky, you initiated this alliance. You did, sister. You did. Y'all was, and also we're going to have a conversation about how Morphine is the first person to host their show, and they weren't very kind to them at it. This is very your original season script writing for me. So I was like, oh, we're doing this? Oh my God. Yeah, you're not here to compete, sister. Okay, got it. So like, imagine that's the edit. Morphine doesn't remember. That's tea. But like I said, okay, what is going on, mama? Morphine, there was clear. I think you do remember, sister, because it was very Lucky's my best friend. Tee in the confessionals. I said, "Child, I know you're being playful, but what's that about?" I was like, "What's that about?" I mean, I agree, but what's that about? But no, nah. Here for fun. Was talking to Morphine and asked for an alliance, if you will, based off them being Miami girls. Ooh la la. And I also think it's kind of funny how it's like Morphine being shady as shit, yet like we're addressing Morphine as being already shady to you from when you first had your first show, and you coming in already with that energy to start with. So like, why are we like, let's really unlock that real quick. Like mama already like goose and gags the girls in the room. She's reading Morgan also under her breath, as well as other bitches that she do that all the time. But I thought to myself, as this was happening, okay, interesting. But you initiated this, and it's also giving me Insecure on an all-star season, and I think that's boo haggis. Old school versus new school. We will talk about that in a second. Akira and Morgan are talking about an alliance. I think that's an excellent idea. I think Morgan sees Akira as a front runner, and Akira wants to also solidify at least something going on, because these points are going to be important later on. You never know what's going to happen. You saw last season. I don't think we're ever going to get a Mistress and George's gooping Nicole and Carrie moment again, but it would be lovely to see something similar of the sorts of, ooh, what you thought. There is a little moment that we're going to have happen in between this 1 and 2 that may start something going into 3, but we shall see. I'm hoping so, because I'm like, as much as this is all cute and stuff, with the points, I like it when they get a little messy. I need somebody to be a little, ooh. It's clear you want that girl to go ahead, and you aren't going forward. Ooh, sorry. But yeah, Dawn and Morphine, being from the same season. Hold on, I just thought about this. Because Akira and Lucky are not from the same season, right? So let's just eliminate that duo coming from the 6 that are on this bracket. You have Mystique and Morgan, who clearly had the whole untucked moment in their fight, and that's iconic. And then you have them on this bracket, which makes sense storytelling wise, right? You got Dawn and Morphine, who are on the same season, but this is also from the Megan Thee Stallion it was, tore Dawn a new one for that lip sync, if you will. And you have them now in this same bracket again competing, but they also weren't like against each other or at odds. It just was kind of like I don't know. I kind of liked how they did this bracket a little bit with some of the dynamics that are already in place and how it does play into the alliance factor and how people are working with each other. But Dawn and Morphine are wanting to work a little 1-2-1-2. Morphine is moving her pieces across the board. Dawn is also doing this the same way. I like this. I don't care what nobody says. If you're going to fill my time in this workroom, I do want to get into promises, and then bitches breaking said promises. And then we needing to get into why you need to do that because, baby, I'm trying to win. But low-key, let's make a deal. And if it's advantageous for me, but like if not, I'm going to have to leave you. So their first challenge involves them having to write their own lyrics and perform on stage to a hip-hop RuPaul Boogaloo. It's the 2. It's a sequel. Live chat, I'm going to start reading it aloud for you, babies. Please let me know in the live chat. 1, if you liked this challenge and thought it needed a sequel. 2, what? Why? 3, indifferent. I'm just happy to be back. Say something now, babies. And while you do that, I thank you for tuning in. Hit this like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here. If you want to throw your boy a little bit of love in his jar for your boy hosting with the most to say, super helpful and appreciate it because I clearly got to go take this car to the shop. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, cash out I'm Matty-24 and then Matty-Rants. Thank you for being here. All right, we got the numbers are coming in. The numbers is coming in. We got lots of 2s and 3s. I'm on the 3 scale. I'm on the 3 scale, but like I don't know, man. I just felt the lemon factor happening a lot for me with this challenge and some of the raps that were taking place. Very that, a lot of that. And I was trying to let a lot of it go. I was like, babe, this is a little corny for me. Thank you, Ryla. Right there. Hip hop nursery rhyme ass challenge. I was like, this is very lemon, very Candace Drag Race, very It's like, I that part for me, I just can't do. But I did like some of it. I said, oh, wait a minute. And I do feel like one queen kind of got played. Let's get there. They're going over lyrics and stuff. I don't care what Lucky doing with his pen and paper. Akiri is great. Good job, Akiri. Can we? Dawn is dressed like a tourist. Like, with the exception of the shorts and everything from the waist up. When I call her Jonathan Taylor Thomas, this is the most Jonathan Taylor Thomas of it all. Like, baby, I don't know why this was gagging me every time I looked at her. I said, this hat and this top, sister, what? I feel like the camera is supposed to be around her neck. It is crazy work to me. They look like they're attending a summer camp. Something like that, right? Vero, I'm like, what? Meanwhile, Morgan. Man, Morgan goes in a Mad Lib category of how they're dressed. I actually low-key live for this hat and this jacket combo, but like, please and thank you. Something about it, like we could just do a Mad Libs for where Morgan is going. Mystique. Sister, when I tell you I love you down, and this is no shade. I don't know how I can say this. I think the girls are going to think I'm being mean. I mean, y'all already think I'm a mean motherfucker anyway, so I might as well. Let me do this real quick. Let me remind y'all that I'm here to keycack with you, and I you know how we do these. But like for real, for real, for real. let me precursor this. Let me precursor this, please. Okay. As somebody with a big head, me. And it's amazing she lost that weight, but I have never understood the human body more in terms of a skeletal bone system than I ever have in my whole fucking life. I tell you that right now. I tell you that right now. Because at first, I thought that was a whole head cap for 5 fucking minutes. And I was like, why did she put that on? And then I realized, no. And I left it there. After that, I said, Matthew, we went to hell real quick. We suffered. God pulled you back up. We're going to continue this walk. Amen. I will later also be gagged, but I did not zoom in because I am a child of God. But I also had a cackle at what I thought was a testicle sack slapping me in the face for 5 fucking seconds on the screen because the cameraman said, sure, close-up shot. Are you crazy? I wouldn't have agreed to that. Let that head live. I didn't need to see the Rosetta Stone on right here. I'm crazy work. But like, other than that, love her down. And it's no shade. But I thought that was crazy. I was like, I need her to learn her angles with this new body. RuPaul stepped into the workroom to ask them a couple questions about what will possibly be a very interesting rap disaster, but more so to catch up with these queens because she don't remember their names. That car accident bit with RuPaul's face when she was talking to Morphine, that kind of gagged me too, because I was like, why would you make this face? It is not for Morphine. I'm, again, very happy for Morphine surviving a car accident. I've been in one that was very serious too. So when I tell you, understand that like scary shit, right? But it's Ruth's face. And you immediately did what? And I'm like, oh my God, please. You're starting to be somebody's uncle or grandpa the way you be reacting too quickly now. But again, I'm happy for Morphine being back. Some people do not get to come back from them situations, but Miss Mother went immediately performing again. And she's a fighter. So I was always here for that. Akira needs to get her dues again. That is the end of this conversation because I was so mad at how she was played on her original season. The end. Not her original season because I'm happy with the results of the original season. Shout out to Evie Oddly, my bitch. But like All Stars, we remember we were there. It was a tough ride for our sister, and I hated it so much for her because we knew the greatness that was there. We just knew. We knew we were there for the Akira. And it sucked to see how it went down like that. Let's not forget, I thought this was also a little gag. I was like, Akira, she low-key tried it. And I'm so glad you responded gracefully the way you did and for the audience to understand. Okay. It was and you chose not to come back. You chose not to participate in the whole, redemption rerun and all that. And Akira answered that great. I was in the headspace for it anymore. I was not happy with how I performed, but also I lost myself in that moment and I needed to step away. I wasn't ready to do that again. And guess what? I respect that. Down. It was one of the moments where it was like, okay, so yeah, what was she gonna do? Go out there and not give it her all, and then we as an audience are gonna be like, was she even trying? No, she saved us all the heartache of seeing some sort of pitiful performance, and she said, "Let me go get my brain together. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you the full effect." And you had that option. Thank you. Unfortunately, we had to deal with the option of what happened because, I'm gonna still say justice for my sister with the bag of chips. I don't give a fuck. I still say justice for my sister with the bag of chips because I don't care about that lady on an apology tour right now. Okay, with her, I got 3 black children wigs that she be putting on right now, sitting in somebody's club looking all ever. But like, no, no. I'm afraid I needed so I don't give a damn. That lady literally tore everybody through all the way. I'm like, no, should have gone through. That was crazy work. Can't imagine. Just glad Akira is back. Sorry for the rant. I told you it's gonna be a little biased up in here. Who is this? Next. Dawn is on that Irene the alien tip, and I'm kind of here for it, not in terms of the same aesthetic, but that my first time, I didn't like it. This time, I'm about to pee. So far, Dawn, I'm like, keep going, sister. Please and thank you. Choreography was a little crazy. No shade. This, a tad bit crazy. Like, okay. Nobody wants to be the choreographer. Nobody wants to do this. Not at all. Not a soul. Hold on, we got some people up in this chat. Remy, Belchan, how are y'all doing? NGP, hey baby. Drewski, Auntie Joyce. Shout out everybody. APS, how you doing, my baby? All the way across the ocean. How you doing? How you doing? I did this a lot earlier just for y'all because I had 2 episodes, okay? Also, shout out to Jonathan. Thank you so very much for the Tippy Poo love on Cash App. I appreciate you, my baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, my love. We're gonna get some cat food today. I got to go to the store after this. Pray that my car works. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And if you did want to drop a Tippy Poo, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, right down there. Appreciate y'all. Morphine takes it. Shouldn't have. First of all, let me be very clear. Morgan is a showrunner. I'm going to let you do all the work. No shade. Now, if you need me to choreograph it, cute. Bad. I would have allowed Morgan to set this whole flow together. And if it's very much, I don't know what to do as far as the movements go, I'm then going to step in on that little portion of this routine. And then I'm going to do the job. That's how I would have played the situation. Morphine took it because, again, nobody wanted to touch it. And this includes Morgan. Yes, Morgan. Nobody wanted to touch it. I needed some clearer understanding here. Now, once we start to do a little once who, oodie oo, and all the rest of it, right? Hey, Kyle, and thank you, baby. And Fozzie's, I'm coming to. Let me just get my point out. And I love your video. She's not God. Morgan, how about we all just start to show what we can do? And I said, okay. How about we start to show all that we can do? Okay, interesting. Huh. And this is just to get an idea of what everybody's comfortable with. Now, I could be thinking about time management. And that's why I'm like, no, we're not going to do all that. How about we just start something up and then go from there? But then here again in my brain, girl, you do shows, bitch. You literally host this kind of shit. You be on the board. Oh, how about you take over? And just show us how you want to line this up and start, and then we just work the choreography around that, and I can give y'all a good 8 count and a good 16 and one nasty 32. This was funny to me. Nobody wanted to take it. Morphine ended up doing it, but then like when Morgan gave a good suggestion in reference for this, because I actually wasn't mad at what Morgan was talking about. Like at this point, where it's we need to clean this up and do it there, it's then Mystique. No shade. This felt like you were trying it. No shade. I was like, why are we interjecting right now and making it seem like Morgan is sort of stopping the bus when Morgan's trying to get the bus really rolling at this point? And now it comes off like, I said, girl, are we just starting something just to start something here? They had a disagreement. They both, it was no, and we got to go off. It was all right. They both landed their little points and it was whatever. But I thought to myself, well, damn, like this is all over some random beatbox hip hop shit that y'all not even gonna do correctly. Got it. Well, please let's get this routine down. Please. The next day, it definitely got down. And of course, Morphine feels good about it, but I low-key feel something's going to happen where they're going to play in her face. So I'm going to talk about it. Before I get into Jonathan Taylor Thomas's strategy in his or Donathan's big brother commitment and Survivor to the game. Thanks again for tuning in and hit that like button. I got a super chat I want to get to today. The first one today. Fozzies, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry for being absent from the chat for so long. I moved to Chicago. Congratulations recently, but just wanted to show love and I'm still watching. Hey, Fozzie, I appreciate you for the super chat and showing love. Congratulations on your move to Chi-Town, Chicago. The Windy City, is that right? The Windy City? I have yet to fully visit Chicago. I have had like stops there before because, of like a road trip I had to do one time as well as like flight stop there. And I went there as a kid, but I've never experienced Chicago as an adult. And I was told I need to go. So I hope you are having a good time and are safe and are enjoying yourself in Chicago right now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oakley dokley, neighborinos. I low-key want to heat up my coffee. Do not judge me, but I need a little burst of espresso energy, if you will. So while I am doing that, and it's going to take me 30 seconds, let me bring you to my next. I need to ask y'all's opinion. Oh my God, I can't even think anymore. It's just so. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. So, we have a conversation about playing a game and then just being nice. I need to hear y'all's thoughts on that. Like, not even a 1, 2, 3, bitches. Because I'm sorry, that was kind of pressing my buttons for these 2 episodes. And I'm so glad we're gonna get to episode 2. Morgan clocked that shit at the mirror in episode 2. I was thinking to myself, oh, so this is about just holding each other's hand and just gonna do it this way. Like, we're not actually gonna think about real strategy here. If you're kind to me, I'm gonna give you a fucking point. Girl, I was like, what is this? So I want to hear your opinion if you were playing a game like this. And again, we all are different people here, but sort of place yourself. We all know our art, our archetypes or whatever the hell you want to call it, personality types. If we walked in a room, who would be the loud one, the girl, the one that sits back and is more observant, this, that, the other, the kumbaya. Yes, like you know who you would be. Don't play that game. How would you play this real quick? I want to hear it because we're going to throw some of y'all in the chat real quick and I'm going to wrap my point up. This is no shade to this nut sack and this one over here. It's no shade to it. But like, as I was watching it and I saw how episode 1 went into episode 2, I said, are y'all here to play? Is this a competition? Are y'all happy to be here? What's happening? I don't like that. Love you down. Not you, but I love you down. I need a little bit more. Let me hit this up real quick. And mind you, I don't need you to agree with me. This isn't Matty-Rants 2025, 24, 23, 22, 21. Accountability. Reddit. Accountability. Like, I've already got my karma. Y'all can just, like, let go, whatever. You got to me, okay? Shit. I'm about to be 40. Leave me alone, all right? I get a pass out in gay year. You got to leave me alone now. Like, that's the rule. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I like, don't even frequent y'all face like that. Leave it alone. Ooh. Oh, I'm unable. Okay. I cannot wait to read some of these comments. I see some Tippy Blues came in. Give me a second. Dude. These some of you are nice. Oh, nice and warm. Mamu. Bubby, you want to come up here? Hi, baby. I didn't know you was down there. Hello, Mr. Man. I love my cats. Oh my God. But this morning, oh, both of them can just jump because, woo! Bitch, they woke me up at 6. For why? Why? Why would you wake me up at 6? Oh, you do want to come up here. Oh, guess who wants to say hi, everybody? Hello. Say everybody say hello to Mr. Mamu-chan. Mamu-chan. So he has become a lap cat these last 3 months. It's kind of weird. He used to not be this way, but now he's very much a lap cat. And it's specifically when I'm doing this, when I'm doing any Patreon reaction, and shout out to the Patreon crew because I'm not lying. Like he literally every time we start a Patreon video up, what happened? Mamu jumped right in my lap. He's like, okay, we're watching the show, and then Mina joined. So when y'all watch my Patreon reactions, you're watching with me, Mamu, and Mina at the same time. Isn't that right, baby? Isn't that right? Oh, isn't that right? Hold on, we're gonna lean back. Everybody can see your cute little face. Oh, there you go, my big boy. Okay. Can I do the show real quick? You're just gonna sit here and be good? Okay. All right, bet baby. All right. So I've just been enjoying it a lot, trust and believe. And then Mina has been doing it too. They've both been very I see him like y'all are now fully comfortable. Nobody's feeling any kind of wise and all that. Even Mina lets me pick her up. She never used to let me do that. But okay. The children want to be seen. They do. They do. I got a kiss. Thank you. Okay. We got some super chats, and I also want to get to this commentary too. Let's stay on topic. You know, Maddie's a tall girl. But shout out to Kyle. Thank you so much for the tippy poo. I appreciate it here on Cash App. Double shift. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, random ADHD moment for my gamers out there. I am back on Diablo 4. If you want to play, let me know. I literally re-downloaded it the other day. My friend got me the expansion pack. I didn't have to pay for it. Thank you, Jesus. So like I now have that, and I decided to reinvest in that game again because I was like, bitch, I already bought this motherfucker. Get back to this again. But DVD is still king. DVD is still king right now in my house. That and Street Fighter. I gave up on Tekken. Okay. And shout out, oh, Monica, thank you so much for the tippy poo on PayPal. Okay, Bubby. Thank you so much for this generous tippy poo on PayPal. Thank you, Mota. Thank you, baby. I was hoping to make this live because my favorite is in this first group. I will be on the playback though. Love and miss the rant pack. Aw, thank you, Monica. I appreciate you. Please enjoy that playback. And for those of you who are watching the later show or watching me at 2 times speed, I said a whole bunch right there. Thank you for watching. Okay, so back to the conversation. Hey, I gotta stop petting you for a second. Give me a second, Bubby. Give me a second. Okay, Kumbaya girls again. It gave the game we played as kids lifeguard. Oh, Remy. Oh, I kind of like that one. I'll be trying to get as many points as possible. I'm going for alliances. T. I would be withholding my point. F the alliances, girl. Just do good and win. See, that in my mind, I don't want to depend on nobody. Because if you piss me off, girl, and I can't get you. If you play in my face and I can't get you, no way. I would really want to like never be put in this position. Right now, Dawn is playing that game. High key. Don't even know. She already was setting her alliances up, but Dawn, low key, high key, all keys. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm proud of you, sister. You have not touched the bottom once. And you're on the board, and now you're literally tied for first. Like, ooh, you're playing the game I would want to play with this top 2 every time. You hoes don't get to make the decision on whether I go forward or not. It was for me. I have enough points. You can give whatever you want to give. Now, when I saw Mystique doing this girl's makeup, because we're not doing our normal arts and crafts project face. I said, okay, it's not going to be cute. Whatever this is about to be, this is going to be interesting. I said, oh, we're doing the girl's face. Speaking of not cute and interesting, I love RuPaul down so very much. I I was unable. I was unable. I was unable. I wanted to like this, and it did not exist because I love pink so much. I think she looks better sitting down with the pink background, and you'll see the shot later. You'll be like, oh, I'm like, yeah, like it looks a lot better with the pink backdrop. Like leaps and bounds of a difference. But something about she got Jamar's contact lenses in. See, I can make fun of my friend. I said, there go my sister. I said, but Jamar wouldn't wear that wig. Yeah, this is not my favorite thing. It's not. Because the contact lenses make it look like she's seeing two different streets in two different neighborhoods. It's like her eyes are at a crossroad intersection and the decision cannot be made. Michelle looked good. I did like this. I love Michelle with big hair. It's always a good choice for her. Okay. Law Roach being there the first day is a gag. Caesar, I will not. I will not. Law Roach being there the first episode was kind of a gag for me. I low-key lived. I was very happy. However, I was a little bit perturbed that he was not there for the second episode on that design challenge. I really wanted to hear his take on everybody's looks. I was happy we got some takes here, but I was kind of gagged. I was like, wait, Law the Roach is back. Get the fuck out. So happy. But low-key would have rather had this purse than that clutch that we had for the second episode. And it's also because I'm so used to seeing the damn clutch that I would rather have this purse, if you get my drift. Just saying. And maybe T.S. Madison could have been here for this one. And Law could have been on one. But like, that's just me. Me wanting a new rotating panel of judges. But yeah. Can we talk about LaJoya? La Jolla. Can we talk about LaToya Jackson? LaToya, I'm glad you're still with us, sister. Go ahead, girl. And I'm also happy that Rue chose one of your best songs ever for the lip sync song. Oh my God. I was like, my old ass knows that damn song. I was like, yes, ma'am. If you are familiar with The Apprentice, it was when at a time Donald Trump was not as much of a threat to everybody. LaToya Jackson and Nene Leakes were on a season of The Apprentice, and one of the most iconic moments is Nene Leakes and LaToya getting into an argument. Quite hilarious, actually. Nene called that lady Casper the Ghost. I still can't get over it. Oh, Ben. The song is literally in my wheelhouse. I was so gagged when I heard it. I said that in the other second episode too. Ooh, I would have tore. Bitch, I'm a millennial. That song came out when I was like peak going to the club. Okay, not now when I'm like I'm gonna watch these other girls move and I'll maybe come in for like a few 8 counts and then sit the fuck back, get my drink, going before I find a cute little patio. Right. I said both this one and episode 2. Yeah, we would have had a good time if I was in the top 2, honey. I'd had a great time giving you a good show, bitches. I'll tell you that. We are going to get into that weird edit for episode 2's lip sync, though. I don't know if y'all clocked how really odd it was, where the track placements were and everything. That shit was weird. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I know we got time. We got to edit, but This isn't on MTV. Breakdancing to Electric Boogaloo. Gird your loins. Oh, if you haven't seen Devil Wears Prada 2, do it. It was good. You good, Bubby? Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, come back this rant back family. Shout out to Belchan. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you for the kissies, Mamu. Sending tippies since it's been ages for me. LOLOL. Lol. I also just realized how long I've been engaged without telling the pack. Life been trying to get me. How long I've been engaged. Are you engaged, honey? Like you engaged to be married? Or you talk about engaged with this group of people that we've been with for so very long? Because if you was engaged, congratulations. Congratulations. Love. We love love. That's amazing. Isn't that right, Bubby? My asthma baby. Isn't that right? 6 months this month. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God. I've always thought, because I have a group or have some friends who have been in a relationship forever, I better be there the day they get engaged. I'm going to pay. I'm going to be the bestest of friends in the reaction. But I need to not know about it because, like, shock. But, like, congratulations, Belle Chan. Sending my love to you and your significant other. We're trying over here on my end, too. Oh, Baba. I appreciate y'all. He literally just wants y'all to see him. Like, but I have a black shirt on, so it's like very much impossible. He literally just got up, like, look at me real quick, man. If you don't lay down, okay. Let's talk about it. Over 100 of y'all here right now. Thank you for tuning in. I was okay with the Curious rap and performance. It was not my favorite thing in the universe. It wasn't horrible. It just, some of it, I was like, okay, all right. It's not the worst at all. At all. But I was like, a little underwhelmed. I did enjoy her Ladies of Glow outfit, to be honest with you. As much it was the, she who shall not be named, Tina Burner, palette from her season that we're so glad she got rid of for the All Stars run. I still kind of like the Ladies of Glow bit, just a bit. Yeah. Crash, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, my baby. I enjoyed this strong showing from 4.5 amazing queens on these 2 episodes. You are kind for 1.5. I appreciate it. I guess that half is for the workroom enjoyment and not what you see on the runway. Ooh. Dawn was cute. But I low-key got, like, if Lemon had a partner and their name was Orange. That's what it sounded like to me. No shame is not. Like, there's a little bit, more seasoning in your mayonnaise. But, like, a little bit of what I was hearing, and I was like, this girl, I know Lemon went right before her sister, and this is a feature. And if they don't do a song together, I think that would be a wasted opportunity. They sound like sisters. I thought her outfit was cute, though. What is this? Oh, it's Morgan doing a cartwheel. Now, let me talk about Lisa Frank's mistake. I think this is the best she's looked. Morgan testing her insurance on this show is quite wild to me, but I'm here for it. Because I'm not in the 40-year-old gap, I'm almost there. I will be this year. My sister doing this cartwheel off of these stacks of these pallets had me hollering. I said, oh, okay. All right. But then when she turned around, like, this wig is, I'm hollering. I'm hollering at this wig. I feel like her hair is designed for a Bob's Burgers character. Like the outfit is not as much as like they gave it a lot on the pit stop. I was not mad at the outfit per se, even though it did give me like where Cat's Eye is going right now, which is in the wrong direction. My pinky was not up. But I kind of like Morgan's verse. Does that make sense? Like, as much as I can critique and be like, I don't like this, I don't like this, I liked her verse. I did. The verse was great. I was like, okay, Morgan's verse kind of ate. It chewed quite a bit. Maybe she took some advice from her black friend Raven. Yeah, that may be what it is. She's in close proximity to the people. I am so mad nobody on the judges panel made a hot dog on the stick reference. I cannot believe it. No Coney Island, no hot dog on the stick at all. We talked about how this looked like some white girl mess, which is what they were basically saying. But I was asking them like, so you do not see her like literally working at the stand, no shade with the hat and everything in these colors? Not really, no? Okay. The lemonade's great at that place, by the way. Top tier. I thought Morphine had the best verse. Maybe I was watching another show. I thought Morphine had the best verse, personally. I wasn't even mad at this outfit. I felt like I knew who this girl was and in what era of Tommy Hilfiger's lifetime this would have been appropriate to come out. Yeah, with a little fat farm. No shade. I thought she had the best one. So I was a little gagged at where we went this episode. No shade. I was like, ooh, Morphine kind of tore. I thought her rap was a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I thought Morphine's rap was better than Dawn's. I thought Dawn's outfit was better than Morphine's. I thought Morgan's performance and rap was great. I thought overall it was a little but you know, this is what they call hip hop. So now we're gonna get to where it gets really fucking crazy. I like who knew seeing Mystique head to the doctor's office was going to be a part of this routine. There is a bedazzled tracksuit on nobody at all. This long fuck wig, this beat with these glasses, sister. It was like when Missy Elliott first lost weight and we were all confused. Like I was lost. I sat there like, damn. Oh my God, Eric, I beat you to it, bitch. I beat you to it. I beat you to it. Get out of my brain. I was like, listen, it gave when Missy first lost that weight, and the girls was like, okay, so what's going on? Like, what you did, what happened? What's going on? And then the music, no one bought her music after that. And I feel we did Missy wrong. I'm gonna be real with you. I liked her album. I did get it, Missy. I don't know about the rest of these folks, but like, I feel the girls played at Missy's face. She's a legend. It was like we didn't know if it was like you still wanted to continue the I'm not a stud, want to be look-alike, possible stud routine. And I saw that it was giving that a little bit. And that's why I feel like it wasn't going further, because the current state of America's like live your truth, sister, or also hate the truth. Like we need something to go there. You know, Debrat fully fell into her like full fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like we literally got to see the whole show, right? Like I thought that was going to be the case for you. No shade, Misty, with the tweet rumors. This is so off topic, but like I'm giving y'all like lore for the new girlies out there who are not millennials or whatever about Missy Elliott. Baby, I need y'all to start doing some research on some of these old cats y'all be talking about, because it was messy back in the day and we didn't have Twitter to talk about it. We sure didn't. We had to go to Black Planet and other place. Oh, I got to get in the message boards now and see it. But overall, it was not a bad performance. I was okay with it. It did not take me where I wanted to go. I said, okay. Ooh, Confessions of a Video Vixen. Do not go there. Wasn't Missy allegedly? Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, the rumors. Yeah, back in the day, girl. I mean, Queen Latifah, we always knew. You know what I mean? We always knew, but it was never talked about. And a couple other folks who came out later where it was like, we knew. They just never talked about it. We need to talk about this Night of Thousand Latoyas over here. No, Latoya R Us. There we go. Latoya's R Us is one of the best runway category names they've ever had. Man, I hate to be this person. Okay. It's been sounding kind of crunch and munch, boo, Wendy Testaberger, boo lately for the runway categories where they're like, it's blue, but up to interpretation of blue. Or red, and then some long fuck ass sentence that doesn't make any sense. It's like, why are we doing all this? Something about Latoya's R Us is so fucking clever. And also shout out to the Toys R Us kids, because we know. I want to say this now to everybody but Lucky and Mystique. I thought y'all chewed. I was gonna say 4 out of 2, but I 4 out of 6, but I just can't help but just say their names. I thought everybody else did a great job in this category, and I was expecting foolery. I'm not gonna lie. Once I was like, oh, Latoya, I said, okay, let me see what they're about to do with it. Impressed I was. We're gonna start with the first person, which is Akira C. Davenport. Wait till I do the next picture because you know where we're going. If you want to vote, if you want to vote in the if you want to vote in the live chat, 1 means everything, 2 means it's okay, and 3, it's a chop. 4 if you really want to take it to hell, and 0 if it's your favorite. Akira. I don't even care about the link. I don't care. And I know it's an istio. I don't care. I do not care. It is so dragified. If it was longer, yes, the full effect of where they're trying to go, but like, baby, I'm sorry. This is cute. This wig is every motherfucking thing. It is very pizza core. It is very pizza cake core. Because y'all know my aesthetic for the pizza. We've discussed this. It's very high 80s glamour, black it girl. Okay. The Hillary Banks of the girls and all that kind of stuff. You know, Miss Daddy, very that, but like on this level of black excellence that goes with it. And it just, it made my heart sing so much. I was like, yes, Akira, oh my God, how much can I pay you if you made me something? I'm poor. I need to get pizza cake rack. Oh, I love it. I would commission something like this. Yeah. I love it. I just wish it was a little bit longer. But I love it. This is when I knew she was not coming to play with these people at all. Was not coming to play, was not giving nobody room to breathe, and said, there is not going to be a moment where I'm just okay this season at all. You had me at stripper Pikmin. Dawn. The mug alone, 10s. The mug alone is 10s. But like the full fantasy effect, oh my God. Honestly, this is that girl. Yeah. Stripper Pikmin is insane, and that's perfect. Like, I would have never, and thank you. That at the same time, I would never, and thank you. Oh, it's wonderful. It is the way the gradation that's happening here with the shoe and the stocking. I'm like, it looks perfect. It just really does. Stupid pretty. Stupid pretty. Yeah. uh, oh my God. Oh, give me a second. Woo wee. Oh my God. Woo wee. Woo wee. Thank you for the super chat, Crash. The way you cackled on Patreon, like when I first saw this, bro, and I'm like, Mystique got a hold of that face and them eyebrow. Like you already know the makeup was gonna give you like white girls too, but like it's like someone ordered a blow up doll and then the request and how they want it to look like in capital letters with exclamation points. It was like whore, like very that. Like if Homer Simpson had the makeup shotgun, this is the it. This is the end all be all. It is ugly, ugly. And it was not the category need the foxtails. It's just basically a jacket and a dress that you got some sleeves over some fuck ass heels. Boo. Justice for Jamar. Morgan McMichaels brought it back to reality and good taste again. Thank you, Jesus. This is phenomenal. Morgan McMichaels as LaToya Jackson as Cher. Because I saw Cher too. Like, no shade. I saw Cher down. I was like, yeah. Like, this looks great. The bodysuit is fucking. I mean, it's whoever did this. Oh, the bodysuit and the boots, jacket, all of that jacket. Yes, ma'am. Like, it's very, very good, very on the nose. But I also kept seeing Cher. I could not help. Maybe it's just the jaw, the head shape, the mouth. I don't know. I just kept seeing Cher a lot, and it made me kind of cackle a little bit. Then again, LaToya was going into my opaque light skinnedness, but like it is where it is. Yeah, I was kind of here for it. Yeah, Morgan was a little too dark, if you will, to really, because LaToya over here giving, one stage away from Sammy Sosa, but like, yeah, it gave what it needed to give. Now, Morphine, I will be real. The first time I saw this, I kind of was like, I'm okay. Today, when I was looking at it, I need to give you your 10s. I liked it better today. The one thing I do agree with Bianca on is his turban needed to be a tad bit bigger. The way it goes down here on her head, it's something about the way it's a little up here to where it almost I would have assumed it looked like hair from a distance versus a turban, right? So if it was a little bit lower and that earring was just a little bit lower, yeah, then it would have done right where it needs to be for me. But I still think this is puss. I actually kind of live for it the second go. I was like, this is actually very fire. Like this is very well done, very well made, put together. But like I just needed something a little just to come down past your ear and that strap to not be just so ovy. But other than that, I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, if we're doing the Moulin Rouge looks that we're giving, and a lot of them did the same ones, right? From that Moulin Rouge in Paris, or the show that LaToya had. Yeah, Dawn's was a bit more polished and on another kind of level, but I still think that Morphine's was good, and it was a lot better than this. Mystique Summers. Mamu, do you need to clean yourself on top of me? And he going in. Did Latoya have boots? Yeah. Boom. There go the boots right there. Morphine added a red jewel to the front of it, and it gives a little bit more of like a Catholic sort of situationship, very Catholic tease. But I also, yeah. Is that topaz? I don't think I'm wrong there. I don't think it's in that color. Baba. I know, but I need you to let it go right now, baby. Okay, you are in the microphone, getting it in. Jeez Louises. I love you too. Y'all don't be talking about my child. He's asthmatic. He's got asthma. So you're gonna be hearing him when he do anything. Okay. No, babe, I will put you down. Not like down, but I'll put you on the ground, Bubby, if you're gonna keep doing this. Mystique with this outfit. Maybe this is why Mom was cleaning himself. Oh no, my cats be talking back. Mina can say my name. I will record that video one day. I need y'all to hear her say my name. It's weird. This is ugly. That is mean. And I apologize. It's still ugly. Why is this? And then I'm so confused. I am so confused. Like this, and then this. Like, what? Gags every time I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is that? What is that? Like, no. And then the fact that it's purple is, man, I'm sad for Mystique that they lost their mother right before coming on the show. I know that pain as someone who also has lost their mama, right? And they want to show out with the purple. I kind of wish they showed it in a different look where it would make sense to have purple and it wasn't a requirement to give the look that you were asked of from the prompt. And I know that they weren't looking for a creative interpretation in terms of the color scaling, but more of how it's presented, right? And so when you give this with all that bareness right there, it's crazy. Yeah, because that's what she was saying on the, oh, look at the fucking shoe, burn in hell. That's what she was saying whenever she was on the runway, and she was like, the reason I did the purple is because it's representing my mama who I lost before coming on the show. Which I'm like, I bet that I understand that. That's I love that you gave your mama that sign. I wish that this was better outfit. I do not like it. It's kind of ugly. These black ass tights with this caramel like bodysuit. What? And then at least the mug is. Yeah, and I'm good with the wig. I'm fine with that. But no, puppy. Okay. Judges make their decisions. If I'm going to be honest with you, Morphine could have been in this conversation, and I thought would have been in this conversation for the win this week. I think I was basing it more off of the rap. But then when I heard the judges' critiques, I was like, oh my God, Morphine is not going to be in the top two. Morgan McMichaels gets that dub. And I said, okay. And then Dawn do. And I said, ooh. I said, Dawn, I may not have been here for the rap, but that runway was impeccable. And if they're doing a scoring system on any sort of level, I'd say that alone would have like pushed you through the trajectory to be the top period. Like alone, I would have gave you extra points. I'd have been like, ooh, just give her extra 10 just because she came out on that. Like, are you fucking joking me? Like, how dare? So I said, okay, it's Dawn and Morgan. One of just a good song. Such a Wicked Love by LaToya Jackson. And it's one of RuPaul's favorites, right? Because RuPaul knew every fucking word, bitch. RuPaul was literally with the rest of the girls cutting up. I said, Miss Mom, this fucking song. But I'm going to be also honest with you and say that Morgan tore her up. Morgan ate her up, peed all over that stage, shat, chewed, spit, swallowed, all of it. And she embodied what I needed to see for that number. I think Dawn looked cute. I thought the feathers was adorable. I wish they were shown sooner than later and also not discarded as soon as they were shown. That may have been the edit, but that's what it felt like. But when I say Morgan was performing like she had something to prove, Morgan was performing like, bitch, this is for fucking money. I need this check. These hoes played in my face. I went first my last All-Stars run. And now I have the opportunity to have the first W and to be in the position on the board. Morgan wanted it. And I felt that shit. I love seeing her come. It felt like it. I'm like, yeah, Morgan's working for this. I love it. Baby knew what was going on. And I was here for it. She even had a little funny moment. Even a little bit of comedy was thrown in there. It was like, PU. I said, yep, it's gone from my girl, Dawn. And Dawn's cute, and I thought it was great, but Morgan did the number justice. Ate it up. That put Morgan at 3, Dawn at 2. And this gives everybody else the opportunity to now give their point to somebody following the next episode. And with that being said, on to episode 2. It's a double boil in trouble recap and review today. I'm already so tired. Thank y'all for so much for tuning in and being here today. I am covering RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 11. We just went over episode 1, and now we're going to get into episode 2. If you're going to be in the comment section, because you need to be there, my algorithm really appreciates it. Let me hear your thoughts on episode 1 and episode 2. If you want to separate that for me, please and thank you. I will be in the comment section, as I also will be doing the timestamps this week. So give me like 2 days. Those timestamps available for you if you need a little help finding where you need to go back to. In case I said something super funny. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family, and drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $sign Matty-24, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Mamutron is still up here, but he has found a new position to take a nap, so he will no longer be cleaning himself on my microphone. Now you're hearing my neighbor test how far his feet can fly into the ground, if you will. But yes, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Well, I have to do this low-key because I have plans tomorrow, and I also need to take my car to the shop because it's been acting up again, like literally after I just got it fixed. So my stress level is a little high. So we already planned on doing this, and we're going to stick to it. I promise. I wouldn't be able to wait either. I wouldn't be able to wait. Okay. Morgan and Dawn coming back in the room. Dawn got her first W in her Drag Race history. I know that feeling was good. Didn't win the lip sync. We're still 0 for that, but that's okay. And Morgan is on the board and has shown that just because you came from a different direction or possible, like whatever, back in the day with drag or the age gap or whatever, trust me, we got it. We can do it. It is what it is. I was here for Morgan on the board. Now, who's mad? I feel bad. But I'm also like, thanks for the drama. But I'm also like, ooh. I mean, you low-key did have a great verse, Morphine. I felt. I wasn't as offended with your outfit as the judges were, who I feel are giving kind commentary to one queen who they're not going to let win, which I think is very funny. Very hilarious, if you will. I was like, that girl got great critiques and they didn't even say top 3. They just were like, you two are the top 2. Hilarious. Yes. Don't even play in their face like that. Be very fucking serious. Looking like that. Looking like something from fucking Five Nights at Freddy looking at character. Girl, please. I said, no, thank you. Anywho, Morphine said, nah, sister, y'all playing, but low-key, I'm happy for you, but low-key, I feel like they playing in my face, so I don't know how to feel. Oop, the op, the oop. love her down. But yeah, I said, let the girls have the points now, Morph, because here's me. We're about to give points away right now. You came back in the room and you're feeling some kind of way. You then move to everybody else and you're like, well, how do y'all feel? Like, do you feel like you was like in the same situation? I thought to myself, Lucky was right not to trust morphine. I'm going to help you with that sentence, Silver Apples. Morphine was right not to trust Lucky. And I can't wait to break this down. Because I watched an insecure bitch give a point to her friend who made her feel better. It's like, yeah, I guess y'all hoes not winning together, so you just give each other points so you feel special. APS, thank you so much for the super chat. Excited to see hair this season after previous hairless season, aka 18. Thank you, APS, for the super chat. I appreciate you, my baby. That's fucking funny. Let's talk about this bullshit. We have different opinions. It's fine. I love you guys now. Ooh, but like this, I don't care. It is All Stars. Oh, I just want to come back, and I went home my feeling, and it feels kind of like this again, and that. And then here come, girl. What? I want you to know that you're special. I want you to feel good about your what, girl, what? That is for your original season talk. That's not for I came back up in this piece. And we're doing this all over again, dog. What? Looking like no way. No way. It can be valid and it can be a fool at the same time. No way. I'm watching this. I said, Mystique, please, like, I hear you, girl, but at the same time, this is corn. This is cornball. This grown-ass man over here can't get their shit together for a fucking competition because they already know you stacked with some bitches who are going to chew you up. So sorry about it. Looking at you, looking at them, I don't think so. Period. The end. As cool as it is, no. It sure is subjective. What? You feel yourself, girl, please. I was like, please pull it together. Like, this is annoying. We're in an All-Stars competition. You don't need no fucking heads up. Come on now, 7-Up. So then we get into points. Morphine is me. I am going to wait for you to make the move first before I give you a point. So that is why Silver Apples, and I love you down, but that was my, how are you going to say that? And it was Lucky who started this bit up in the first place. How? When then Mystique went next and then gave it to, like, huh? Like, what? No. That's what I'm saying. It's Lucky was supposed to give it to Morphine. Morphine was going to give it to Lucky. That would have left Mystique and Akuria to do it between themselves. This is after somebody who established an alliance. Now, I know Morphine and Dawn were dragging that girl all up in the workroom left and right, period, whatever the case may be. But let's not act like Lucky wasn't sitting there talking about girls being fake and phony the whole entire time, when in reality, Morphine was still keeking and cacking her. But we already talked about an alliance. Dawn is no longer in this conversation of people who have been talking about giving points away. We're now placing this into a factor of, I was feeling down 5 seconds ago and you made me feel better. Here's a point. Fuck, what? This is also something to put on. This is something else to put on the board because they were already talking about it in the workroom. These girls are shady. It gave very two girls who feel like people talk about them often energy. We feel we always are having people talk about us. Yeah, girl, we're going to look out for each other because the girls don't see for us. Yeah, bitch, that's what I'm talking about. And I love you, Silver Apple. So if you still feel she shaded her, then that's fine. But like, that's what I saw. I saw two of these girls feeling like everybody don't like them. And so we're going to be cool. That's what Morgan picked up on too. No shade, my bad, Bubby. That's what Morgan picked up on too. I was like, it's us against the world. Very that. And it's like, no, we cool, we playing the game, but in reality, y'all are clicking, and Morgan clocked it later. And the clicking is in, you know how these girls are, yeah, you know how this is. I said, that's why I said some people here for a competition, some people here just to be you. God bless them. But Lucky gives her point to Mystique because she was nice to her. Gagging morphine. Ugh. Okay. Curious said, okay, bet. I'm gonna give my point to morphine. I said, oh, interesting. Because Curie hasn't gotten a point yet from nobody. It is then Mystique giving almost a parallel speech to what Lucky said. And that is why I stand in my point. That's why I stand in it. And I still love these girls. No shade to them. Wish them well, except for like all of them prosper. But like, this is why I said, you gave the same speech about how girls be playing, and I can feel, and we really connect, and we're just. That is why I'm Morgan McMichaels in this moment going, oh, okay, so that's what this is. It's us against y'all in your head, and now y'all have built that alliance around that kind of stuff. If somebody be playful like that, I got you. Is it because you don't see yourselves as competition because you can look around the room and see the drag? Or is it because of like you taking something from back in the day of you not getting, I guess, paid attention to at some club, and then you who are also dealing with somebody who you had beef with, but not real beef, but y'all got over the beef, but now we're sort of carrying that beef because it's now us again in a competition, and we're going to do season 2 all over again. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, what is this? Oh, but yeah, we're going to clock into morphine. I'm not done with her. Oh, Eric, oh, morphine's not off the hook, honey. Morphine's not off the hook. But we can still say two things are true at the same time. Morphine definitely is playing a shitty social game. Definitely playing a shitty social game. And that was that first episode. And you cacking and clacking and doing all that. And it's like, you can't do how you did on your season, because this is not about a lip sync for your life situation. This is about, at the end of the day, if you're not in the top, how these hoes feel about you. But then we're going to negate the point that Lucky already tried to establish an alliance just because she couldn't feel like she could talk to her. That sounds more like an issue that she had prior to coming into the competition versus something that's actually happening within the competition, where within the competition, she is the one that pledged an alliance with Morphine. I see y'all and I receive you, but I'm standing in my point because I'm like, I get that, but I'm also like, you initiated something. And then because like we, I guess, didn't need to go further with that. Oh no, I'm going to hold over on that. Like, come on now, be real. But also Morphine shouldn't have relied. No, she didn't. And I watched it back, Eve. No, she did not. Now I'm going to stand. I literally watched this 3 times, baby. No, she did not. Lucky said we should do an Azuka alliance. Literally in Morphine. An Azuka, what? The tape was played. Lucky said it first, babe. I love you down, but Lucky said it first. Down. Like, very much that. They were just playing over there the first time. It was, you remember when no, you were at the club and I did that? And then she did the whole alliance thing right after that conversation. So then when Morphine is over here going, I thought you would have my back, girl. Well, I never really said all that. But you did. But my thing, Morphine, is did you clock in later? No, she didn't, Eve. It's okay. It's okay, babe. We gotta move on. She did, though. It's the whole idea of like, okay, girl, why even have this conversation in the first place? But my thing for Morphine, did you check in with that bitch throughout the day? Did you go in and make sure your alliance was good? That is where I go, Morphine fucked up for me. Because you already had a conversation at the beginning of the day. Did you have a conversation in the middle of the day? Did you have a conversation at the end of the day? I don't think you did. I think you were over in Dawn's face, and Lucky clocked in on you like he cacking and doing all that kind of shit. She's already insecure in the first place over your ass. And then you get up in here and it's this bitch. So she wanted to give you a good little run. And that's why Lucky gave her the I'm giving it to Mystique. You were not, that girl's not no victim. Stop. So I'm sitting over here like, no, you knew what you did because you went first. That indicated how you were going to play the game. You could have pulled I'm going to stay true to my word and give Morphine this point, even though she was rude to me. But she wanted to let Morphine know, I don't like how you were doing me in this workroom, cack. And I also don't like how what happened in our past, because we're going to sit the mirror and talk about that later. I thought that was crazy. I was like, girl, this is not even tea on TV stuff. This is some old shit. But okay, give us some background as to why you feel the ways. Got it. Morphine don't like that girl though, T. Morphine, you're playing with Dawn who can't give points. I think that's funny. I think that's kind of funny now. Now that I'm looking at it, Dawn and Morphine are in an alliance, but like, Dawn, I don't think you need Morphine. Oh, yo, we would. Yes, we would. Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. But I'm not, because that's not what happened for me. My Libra is resolved in this, I promise. You know I love you, Eve. We just gonna be on opposite sides of the coin with that. But yeah. Oh no, we're not, because we still have to talk about it. Fuck. I want us to move on so bad. I'm sorry. She said it first. I stand in this. But Morphine still is playing a petty game, and it's like, you cannot do that right now. So are you going to make Lucky feel bad, and they're going to give you a point next week? Like, okay, yeah, now that I'm going to say, because again, I'm like, girl, why are you even talking to her? She's not going to win. Like, why are you even care if she gives you a point or not? Like, please. I mean, you need to win in order for you not even have to worry about this girl giving you some tea. That part. But I would never let no hoe give me some crinkly ass dollar from their pocket over, I know you're mad you didn't get my star last week, so here's $1. What? Morphine, I'm glad you took, I mean, hey, money's money is economy, but I'm like, who is this girl? Who is this girl? This is not the queen from their season, so it couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Why you also have $1 in the pocket? Did you just forget to wash those pans? Do they have a vending machine there? Didn't that provide them food? It's very confused. Here come this, and I mean, $1 that has been in that pocket for so very, very long. I'm glad y'all live, because you know that girl talked about my friend, so it's never going to be like that for me. It's on site. What did y'all think of this mini challenge? I know it's going to piss some people off, but no, I'm going to stand with my friend, period. What did you think of this, where they got to put this underwear on without using their hands? That almost seemed like an impossible task to do, because I'm like, can you? Or I guess. And then no one won, and then everyone got money. I mean, it was crazy to see. Can we talk about some of these? But can we talk about something real quick? Now, when they showed Akira, oh, Mystique, when they showed Akira, I said, my sister is not patterned. Baby, I'm a bottom, but like, let me get in. The work is good. The work is good. I was like, well, God damn. Oh, God damn. I know that's real. Oh, I like peanuts. But going in. All right, golly. I was so happy for Design Challenge. I was so happy. So happy. Because I knew that one girl still wasn't going to win. Oh my goodness. Okay. And it's gay bar theme. I love it. I said, okay, bury that. We got a leather bar, we got a tropical bar, we got a piano bar, we got a country western bar, we got a kitsch bar, and we got a white party. Live chat, let me hear from you what party you would have chosen. I want to hear it from you. Which one would you have chosen? Whew, it's definitely between leather bar, piano bar, and white party for me. Those three are speaking to me down. Leather, I had a great time with that one. Piano bar. Once I saw what Dawn was picking up, I would have wanted piano bar bad. But white party too, because Akira had a lot of good shit. I was like, damn. I would have wanted to stay away from tropical just for, it can get tacky very quickly. And I feel like unless you know how to sew and you're good with style, there we go. If you're good with styling, you can pick tropical bar and chew. Country western, you could do some things with that. You could do some things, but again, that's about styling. I would have stayed very far away from kitsch. I would have let that be for somebody who like, y'all make sure she get it, because that's the only girl we know that's gonna actually play with that right. Period. I kind of wish that this went a little bit differently with how they picked everything, but it was also funny because it's very much morphine. I'm afraid this is what happens, girly situation. Where everyone's playing a nice game and you just so happen to have lined up in the wrong spot. And if you want to get something that you wanted, you need to be somewhere else, girl. I said, my poor sister is really getting the shit into this thing because she's not going to get what she wants. But it was funny how this played out. Morgan chose leather bar. Akira chose white party. Mystique chose country realness. Really wanted her to, oh my God, I wanted her to have a redemption so bad. Okay. And then Dawn got to go, and Morphine tells her, I want piano bar. Please give me piano bar. Dawn is in a competition. Thank you, Dawn. I'll go with piano bar. Me watching. That tastes so good. This is good. Because what's Dawn gonna do? Girly, I'm totally gonna take tropical realness. You know that's me. Alabaster Dawn? No. And then Kitsch, I mean, yeah, no. She was literally in the top last week. I'd like a win. I think the last thing that's left that is actually palpable, because it could have been piano bar taken by Mystique, and then Dawn's up with country, tropical, and whatever. I'm kind of shocked that Mystique went the route that she did, but she wanted to prove a point. Here we are. But when she said it, ooh, I did have a little laugh. I did. I said, Dawn, thank you. We needed some mess. I appreciate it. I said, Warfrey, you taking slugs left to right. Lucky threw you a crumpled ass dollar, bitch. And your bestie, who you've been complaining about, Lucky to, just took the thing that you really, really wanted, and now you're left with this. But it's a competition again. And they just so happen to go down the line. That's how it goes, bitches. Now, we got Morgan, who had a win for a design challenge on season 2, wanting to reclaim that title again, but it's been some years. So, what are we going to do? Yeah. Dawn is funny. Morphine hates that. Dawn has, of course, a piano bar, and Morphine's box is awful. think you could work with tropical. It just depends on who you are as a person and whether you like the fabrics and how you can manipulate and construct. We've seen some cute tropical looks too before. Lucky is going into their arts and crafts territory in this competition, and that's adorable. And Akira is amused by seeing somebody use finger paints with hot glue. Got glue. Mystique Summers needs help, and she does not know how to sew. She pays people for this. So Akira has been hired, quested. Some people are here for a competition and others are here to be seen again. Akira downplaying herself drove me a little nuts. But I also kind of like that she did it because we have seen in the RuPaul Drag Race universe where the expectations are so high for someone, and then they play into those expectations, and then they get to the runway, and all of a sudden, it's very, I thought you were going to do this. I thought it was going to be that. I thought it was going to do this. Oh, well, we were expecting. I'm not even mad at her for doing that at this point, based on that last All Stars. Yeah, I don't know how I do this, y'all. I don't even know. But when I tell you, it is the most stressed I have been in a long time on Drag Race, watching my sister go, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was like, please God, Akira, figure it out. We cannot have this happen again, sister. I promise you, we can't do it. Like, the fandom can't take it. I feel like Akira heard a whole bunch of sissies out there going, we need you. Oh, oh God, because we know. I mean, we've seen it on social media and stuff and everything else. We know baby girl's talented as fuck. But like she said, it's the environment that they're in and when the creative process flows through for them on when things really are natural. Even for me, sometimes my best ideas come up with me just having conversations with friends and that's just making jokes. And all of a sudden I have this great idea now because I'm pivoting around the right people who we all can balance each other. Even just watching certain TV shows, I'm like, oh my God, I should totally do this character or I should make this up and blah, blah, blah. It's like whatever you're doing. So I felt that, but I'm also like, please, girl, we got only 3 episodes. You got to do something. Oh, I was here for the hanky code. They gave a little light on that, not too much, but a little light. And the room got darker. Morgan's best Black friend Raven came in the room. We had conversations about what we're going to do with clues. Dawn is gangster. Dawn said to Raven's face, bitch, you was booting me. Oh. Ah! I said, come on, Dawn. She said, girl, you did not like what I was wearing. Really? Yeah, you did. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Listen, there was a consultation at IKEA at what they could do as far as overhead lighting for a children's room. And so Lucky helped Raven and RuPaul decide on what they should do for this Airbnb that they're, renovating. This picture out of context, because that's what it looks like. I said, oh, okay, we're at IKEA. Go in. Akira having to bring a mold of her body because it's that papow is fucking incredible to me. But also this is very good and resourceful because she's there at this competition and you got to make something on the fly, baby. Like I need the measurements to be just right. It needs to fit the body. But yeah, it kind of shook up Akira a little bit. RuPaul placed a lot of faith in her. And it's interesting how RuPaul brought up her design challenges and being so impressed. But Akira's like, I didn't win any of those. That gagged me. Did y'all remember that? I had to think about it again. I was like, damn, she did. She always brought some excellent looks, though. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, wait, she didn't win any of those design challenges. Huh. I have to go back and watch that season. Minus a few episodes, that one, well, those 2 people. Damn, not those 2 people on that season too. But yeah, like, that's interesting. Oh, Mystique. I like seeing Mystique back on the show, but it's something about the commentary I feel sometimes with her and Rue where I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, where I feel like it's a whole lot of talk and it's not a lot of walk, and I already know Bruce sees that too, and I hate that for my sister, but that's what I keep getting. Morgan and Raven are great best friends, so that was fun. All right, we're good there. Akiria has figured out what they want to do, but I need y'all to understand. Akiria is literally helping everybody else with their outfits. And also is like, oh, I just figured out what I want to do. Boom. Oh, that's right. That's right. Akiria did get a born to do drag moment. Thank you, Eric. Whew, 2 episodes back to back, baby. You so right. You are sure, and not everybody gets that from. I always feel like once you get that from her, it's like the good stamp. Like you may not even win the season, but you can put it on your passport and be like, "Well, she did say this." That, ooh, okay, we got to up the booking. You know, the Godfather seal of approval right there. But no, she got into it. I was really happy. I was very concerned because it's like, please, girl, we know you can cut up. But what she pulled out in that time, while everybody else is probably halfway through, even with her helping them in those outfits. Hoo-wee. I said, yeah, please don't play with this girl if she get. It's both of them. And it, like this alone, like I can hear the full chandelier. I can hear the whole Sia Chandelier song. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I can hear the whole bit, hear the whole thing. But this right here, this kind of reminded me of something Bones wore on their season of Drag Race UK. The like Catholic piece that they wore bit with the headpiece that came over it. These two are so funny. Like they're like light shady to each other and everything else like that. But Morgan does care for Mystique. We get into that a little bit later, but they're a little bit light shady. But I'm Morgan here. And I'm picking up on the bullshit, and I'm picking up on the way certain points are being allocated and thinking, oh, so we're really not going off of someone who actually is the person who did a very good job. We're just giving points away because people are nice, which is my initial argument to begin with versus who was right and who was wrong. But more so, my issue of, are you giving your points to somebody who actually is cutting up? Or are you giving it because we're feeling pity for each other, which is annoying? So Morgan's watching this go through, but she wants to talk to Mystique first because Mystique got, commentary from the judges about her not being herself and not like really owning the stage. And she knows she can do it. So it's a little bit of love, but I felt like a cord was attached as she walked away. Let's park Morgan for a second here as Akiria gets into this bob, and I was literally living for it. Okay, I was living for this bob moment here. I don't know why. While Lucky becomes a purple people eater, they're having a conversation about what they would do with points. But we then get into Morphine. And let me tell you how I know Morphine. And she was so mean to me. What? Yeah, she was ignoring me and stuff. And she was so rude. I'll never forget it. It was my first show ever. And she was the host. And she wouldn't even look at me in the face. And I thought to myself, this is right after. Okay, Morphine's here. We're actually from Miami, but you don't know her by her confessional. She did me this, that, and the other. Okay, we're going to play like we like each other real quick. Lucky establishing that they wanted alliance first. And then I love y'all who don't agree with me. I promise you. I promise. And of course, that didn't work out. And then this person gives her a point away and says that the other. And then now moving into, let me tell you why I don't like this bitch. Because that's all I heard. I'm just going to tell you. That's all all I heard was, let me tell you why I don't like this bitch. See, back in the day, That's literally all I could hear. The theme for the runway is that they're supposed to take this club. It's like gay club looks or fabrics that are based around gay clubs, and they're supposed to make it into couture and make it very fashion. But like back to my point, and I know all the they were just trying to clock it because it was like, wait, what was the theme again for the runway? I got you. But back to this again, Silver Apples and everybody else. Again, why? Yeah, but why? But also entertaining, but why? Because Morphine's like, oh my God, that's not what happened. But high key, when Lucky did mention the club and you in the beginning of the previous episode, Morphine, your response was did that really happen? To which was followed by your confessional going, love Lucky. Was that believable? This is where I'm on Eve's side. This is where I'm on Eve's side. It's like, yeah, girl, you are throwing slugs. And if you think somebody's going to be on your side and give you points for that, you're crazy. But also, don't sit here and tell me we're in an alliance and then you turn around and give my points to the girl who put your eyebrows on all fucked up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you for fucking up my face. Here's a point, Mystique. Shut up. Like, what? I love y'all. I'm stupid, and I appreciate y'all for listening to it. So thanks for being here. That like button, share, and subscribe. Go run the Spray Back family. But yeah, I was like, what is the point you bringing this up other than to like clarify to everybody why you don't like that girl and why you feel she's shady? Morphine, you never getting points now, girl. They know you mean, sister. Outside of the show, she's terrible. Oh no! Wait. But Morgan's like trying to get into the nit grit of it all. Lucky, how are you going to get these points out? Like, what are y'all doing here? Because she's peeping this Mystique and Lucky thing where they keep on talking about is how people act and, how we feeling that day. I don't know how we're going to do all this, but like, if you're going to, be that kind of girl. And that's why I said, and this is where my point stands, where I'm like, y'all feel a ways about the other four, not just the one, not just the two, the four. And how I'm really going to be able to verify this is whatever happens next week. That's because, mind you, Morgan has 3 points. Ooh, y'all are missing. Y'all are catch back up. I think I may be ahead. Catch up. Morgan has 3 points after this week and did not get on the board, though. She won the lip sync from the first one, and she's now in second place with everybody else who is left. Yes, having 1 point with one more episode to go. I'm afraid for Morgan. I know Morphine's gonna get fucked over, sister. I'm gonna clear it. Like, I don't even have the tea on that. I'm just in my mind. If you really wanted to gag a girl, like if I was Lucky, if I really wanted to gag a girl, knowing she's gonna need a point. And if I was Mystique and Lucky, and we were already talking about this, oh my God, the way. But also, it's a matter of, do you give Morgan a point? Because Morgan's already on the board. And like, why would you give her a point? So that way she's already clouding it up. And now we're further back down. This is going to be nasty work next week. When we see the points and what's on the... I feel like Morgan's going to give her a point to somebody who's already ahead, like Dawn or Kyria. Or what if Morphine does? Ooh. I need to see how this is going to work. Because the alliance bit, as much as it's been talked, Dawn's the one doing the work on that. But Dawn's been winning. So what's the point? What's the point now for that? That's everybody else who needs to worry about it. And even Akira may not even need this like moment again. Again, they just have to keep on winning, right? But I don't know, man. I love how I'm speaking about this, like not even including 2 people in the conversation. So that's why it seems like the math is harder. That may be why y'all are confused. I'm only talking about 4 people with the points, and the fact that the other 2 are just there to just hand them out like candy on fucking Halloween. But yep, that's what's happening. It's a lot better than the first episode. It is. I don't like this wig, bro. I like the dress standing still versus when it was moving because the sheer illusion was showing a lot. But something about this wig. I don't know. I like RuPaul in a good bronze orange hair, a good starfire moment, if you will. I just really do. She looks so good with that orange hair that when I see the platinum blondes and the almost like Miranda Gray, if you will, I'd be like, like, I don't know, but it's Ru. She doing what she doing. She got nails on, pop off. Michelle look good. Carson, hell yes. Kate Hudson, scream fanning. I like Kate. I've seen damn near every movie she's been in. Love me some Kate Hudson. I was kind of gagged that she said her favorite movie to work on was Skeleton Key. Gagged. I'm like, that's the movie? Out of everything you've been in, and that's not shade of that movie, because like that movie I didn't like initially. It took me like a later view in life to really enjoy that movie. But like Skeleton Key, I would have never guessed that'd be her first choice. Her mother is a legend and an icon. If you don't know who Goldie Hawn is, you need to know. Morgan McMichaels, I wish I could have jumped into your body with that death becomes her moment you had on the runway. And thank you, Morgan McMichaels, for referencing it perfectly. I screamed. I screamed. You all saw my reaction on Patreon. I was like, yes. That's how, oh, Morgan, you got so many points of life for me. They asked you on the fly, too. Like, please just once say something from that. And it was Mel. Hell, yes. Hell. Yes. It was everything. Oh my God. But I love me some Kate Hudson. She's good people. I really did hate that movie she did with Anne Hathaway, though. What was Bridezilla's or the Bride Wars? I hated that movie, but everything else she did was great. Let's get into the runway. Back to the numbers, kids. 1, 2s, and 3s, if you would, for me, please. 1 is everything. 2, it's okay. And 3 is a chop. 4, if you want to burn it in hell. And 0, if it is everything and then some, the ultimate, the echelon, that girl. They were given bar clubs that they needed to make couture outfits from. And this is bar couture realness, if I'm correct, or bar couture. It's like something like that. Something couture. Yeah, bar couture, something like that. Dawn is first. The mug is wugged. That dress is insane in the best possible way, and then some. That dress is nasty work. The headpiece is super interesting. I like that she did it. It's very Dawn. I personally don't care for it, if I'm going to be really honest with you. And it feels like just on top of this beautiful fucking dress, but it still looks really cool and it gives Dawn's tea. So I get it. And that's why it's not a problem. Like, I'm like, yeah, I like this. I just wouldn't have had it on myself, but like, I get it. But the dress, the dress. I was like, Jesus Christ, that dress. I was like, Jesus. Oh, it's so good. And her mug. The mug is wuggy, wuggy, wug, 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 mug, wug, mug, wug. Yeah, very, very good, Dawn. And also, congratulations. Back-to-back episodes, Dawn. Back to back. Pat, yes, you can walk away from that giving yourself one of these because you ate 2 in a row. A double premiere where you're actually like eating. And as much as I love Dawn's, this is it. Y'all know I love pageant drag. I grew up with it. Honey, for this lady to have made this in the last minute final when also helping everybody else with the I was like, are you serious? Me, are you serious? Or are you for real? Like, you had enough time to do what? That bottom skirt is absolutely everything. It is one of my favorite things I have ever seen. And it's the way the appliques are intentionally folding over to give this oh. And when Michelle clocked it, and Kira's like, yeah, that's intentional. It just made it even better because it's like, I feel like you did the upper yep. And it's like, oh, okay. So our minds, ooh, all the scratching, all of it, all the scratching. Ooh, we see you. We see you. It is incredible. The disco ball purse. Oh, look at the fucking way this. Ooh, ooh, disgusting. You know, when we say disgusting, that means it's the greatest thing ever. It is so nasty. It is so gross. It is so fucking. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry. Please get that girl to the next bracket. Please, Jesus, and give her another design challenge. Please. It's so good. And scene. Isn't it kind of crazy that this girl, for her original season, for country, a whole country category, did mall. And now we're on our way to what is going to be a board meeting for a Yellowstone spinoff on Paramount Plus, affiliate partner. If Tyler Perry got control of a show that was based in Texas, this would be a character. It gives new money Black Republican. Diamond and silk. Oh no. I did like the purse though. I thought the purse was cute. Purse was cute. Woody's mistress in Toy Story corner, Remy. It's the corner for you, my love. I'm afraid it's the corner for you, baby. Real Housewives of Oxford, Mississippi. More like Memphis, Tennessee right now. Oh, actually, not at all, really, since, that bullshit that happened out there. Woo, Matthew. I'm not going to get in that conversation today because, the opinions and thoughts I have could burn a hole into the atmosphere. I see YouTube is having problems. It's not for me, kids. No. Morgan McMichael's Monsoon. Morgan McMichael's Monsoon. I also saw The Death Becomes Her reference as well. I was like, yeah, that's Goldie Hawn's ass in that movie down. But when this came out with that little back cape and everything in the pants, I said, yeah, Morgul McMichael, Morgul, what the fuck? Morgan McMichael's Monsoon. She's a cool witch. But she's mugged. I like the mug. I did like this hair color on her. I did like this jacket number. The petals was interesting. I thought it was cool. Wasn't my favorite, but I still thought it was a nicely made look. Very nicely made. Nice. Very nice. Morphine Love Dion. Excuse me. I didn't hate this. I didn't hate it. I don't know why. I just did not hate it. I don't know why I didn't hate it. I mean, I have lucky to look forward to my hate later, but like, I just did not, it just didn't make me upset. I kind of was just okay with it. Like, it didn't like move me either. When they made the whole critique about all the pearls, I was like, y'all were mad about that and not other things. That was a huge focal point. I actually thought that did something for the look versus something about that color for the bell bottom and the way it's placed on the legs, bro, is driving me absolutely nuts. It's like intentional tacky. Like if I saw her performing this on like a good, I don't know, tropical night at this bar, I wouldn't be pressed. You hear me? It just for Runway, it's like a boo. But is this okay? Let me ask y'all: is this worse than anything that she made on her season? Because I remember the black dress wasn't as bad. I remember Blake was ripping into it. It's time for another panel episode very soon. Very soon. We gotta have another one. I'm trying to think of like the jean outfit. I was like, absolutely. Ben, you say much better. Pal, it's bad. No. Oh, oh God. Just say y'all are tired of the Dion's. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just say it was too soon. Just say it was too soon. Hurry up. When she put the pearls around the coconut, okay, I'm gonna give it a 3 just for that. I'm gonna give it. Bitch, I was hollering to myself when I saw that coconut in this big ass string of pearls. You can see the glue and everything, baby. And then she put the straw in it like it was. I was like, is it a purse? Is it a drink? Is it a purse drink? I am so confused. What's going on? Oh, oh God. Okay. Okay. I wanted to give her more love, but I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and chop. Poor girl. Poor girl. Whew. It's ugly as fuck. This is awful. This is arts and crafts. I hate it. It's a donut and Rita Repulsa. It's literally a donut and Rita Repulsa. Crashed a Party City, destroyed it, killed all the joy in the store, and then like jumped out and killed a bunch of kids. Like it's crazy. It is crazy. It's Spirit Airlines currently. I feel like someone's going to ask if I like, some ramen noodles on this plane kind of outfit. Like, I thought what made this even more funny to me is them giving them, this is so you, we like this, and not even saying if they were in the top this week. I hollered. I said, y'all are here for participation, commentary, and I think that's great. I think that's lovely. I think it's so great. Love that for you. This girl is about to be literally beaten up at a children's birthday party and nothing's going to come out. Ugly. So, commentary happens with the judges. We know who is not going to be in the top two, Mystique and Lucky. And the decision was made that Akira and Dawn were the top two this week. I agree. I thought that was right. Made sense to me. I'm going to pave the way to the win with the bones of my competitors is going to be the most regretful thing said on this program. That and the consistent need to try to get a cute viral moment for the internet. Talk about production, don't even know what to do with them in their confessionals. They'd be like, what? Okay, Drewski, thank you for the super chat. The only lucky thing about this is me not wearing it. I agree. Yeah, but if I get where you're coming from, Miss Person Unknowable. It just that dress is what really took it there. And then if I looked at everybody else that was up, it was I don't know. It was like Dawn and Akira going back to back like that. Ooh, I felt bad for everybody else. Like even with how nicely Morgan's was constructed too, it's the way it happened. It was like, ooh, there is drama with Dawn's, and then Akira comes out drama, and then everything else that followed was nice, and then you had that asterisk mark at the end. You know what I mean? The side effects were included. That was what happened at the end of the runway. Very much, they got off the boat. Oh no. What are we going to do? That guy that sniffed that white substance off a toilet seat is in charge of our health. That kind of look. A new pathogen virus. But then it was saved because this clearly was the right penicillin to be used here. So good job. I was not expecting Fergalicious. I'm very happy we finally got a Fergalicious lip sync, but I'm also not happy with this edit. Miami, this is we saw this the previous season, did we not? In the same bracket. It would be kind of crazy if that girl won next week and still lost the lip sync. It would be crazy. It would be kind of insane if that happened. Can you imagine? Or will it be that time they win it and it's like, okay, I finally got one. Woo! Like, do you hear what I'm saying? I'm with you on that, Miami. It's like, yes, Donna's been chewing, but then we get here and it's like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? I know a lot of people hate when I talk about these things. And I mentioned the pizza and I do all this. I would have tore this bitch up. And I know a bunch of queens that if they were given Fergalicious, one of the gay Mount Rushmore songs that totally stole its whole entire rhythm rap from Supersonic, look it up. Fergie stole that whole entire definition. Look it up. Look it up. So the whole flow, the entire flow, baby. I said, oh my, not Glow and Meg do. Oh no, Duchess was a great album. But this song was bumped in the club when I used to go down. And baby, I used to see everybody tear it up. Somebody in there, we used to do J sets to this, 8 counts to this song. We used to buck to this one. The girls used to come out and do I love. Okay, so I just need to give you an idea of how I feel about this song in particular, me knowing where the flow cadence comes from. This is one of my top songs I used to listen to. Okay, all right. With that being said, this was edited down. I preferred Akira's performance to Dawn's. That went from sexy to crazy to kooky to back to sexy together. I was like, I need you to just pick a lane quickly. And I had the same issue with the first lip sync she did, where it was like, are you gonna go somewhere with this one? But watch it again, y'all. The cut was insane. It's like they'd be in the middle of the chorus and then cut it and then go into another part of the song where they missed a whole bar. Like a whole bar. How do you include the male rap in another lip sync on a previous season for something where you even like got the girl together for not knowing the words, but then you cut the whole thing and you only do the G to the A to the... Did they even do the little rap part? I was watching it, trying to tell, you might kind of tell, because they say she's delicious. Did they even do that part? Was it the full part? Like, I felt like they were missing so much of the song. I kept saying, like, there's something this isn't the full, no, this song, it's a long-ass motherfucking song. Bitches were sweating at the end of that beat. What's happening? God, I love when a DJ knows how to remix that song into something else. Man, it always bumps every time. I just like the Curious take on it, even though for me, I wanted it to be a little bit more boom catty. The song is for the boom cats. The song, Akira gave a little bit more sexy, and I was still here for that versus oop going on over there. But I still was a little bit under the par as far as what I wanted to see. I was happy with what I got, but I wanted a little bit more for Fergalicious. I wanted them girls to turn. I needed somebody to turn, honey. I needed them babies to I needed wigs to go missing. I needed big nasty wig reveals. I needed something. And so it was cute, and I was here for it. And I was like, okay, Kira knows words, everything's fine. This is cool. And she's doing her own little thing. But like, Dawn wasn't really giving what the song needed, and Akira was giving some there, but not all the way. It's still a great song. I just wish for the love. Oh, I will say when Akira won it for me, it was when it was on beat too, when she went boom, boom with the butt. I said, oh, that was nasty. It was on beat. I was like, okay, well, that was the vibe. You did it on beat. It was very right with it, like boom, boom. I said, but it wasn't like when she was just shaking just to shake. It was another part where we got to like lock it in a little bit. That I was like, yeah, that ate. That did what it needs to do. Dawn pulled out this pointer, and I don't know why, I thought I was gonna go a little bit further than this. She literally pulled it out, extended, pointed it for a little bit, threw it. I was like, I think it's the edit that messed that up. Because it was supposed to be like, we're in class, definition, like all that kind of shit. And it's like the edit, once she did it, was not where it was. And I was like, is that her fault or was that the edit? Get that question while I was watching this. Like, where were we at in the song? If y'all watch this on Patreon, do you remember I knew every fucking word, but because the edit was the edit, I'm like messing it up every time. I'm like, oh, wait, we're there. Okay, never mind. That's not the song I know. I thought I didn't know the song for a second. I had to go listen to that bitch. I was like, this was not the one I'm used to. I just was happy that Akira and Dawn were in the top. I love Dawn and I love Akira, and I was happy they got their dues and their shine. And I think I was even more happy that Akira got a W on a design challenge. Because no shade, if this was not tournament style. This was not a top 2. This was very like regular drag race rules. I think Akira would have won this episode, and Dawn would have been right there with her look. Like right there, close to the score. Very much the girls were chewing with what it was, but Akira would have been 10s. Especially for the fact that everybody was like, and Akira helped me with the look, and Akira was so kind to help me with this look. And now the judges know that not only did she get all that together for herself, but everything that you saw up here, a little piece of her help happened. And this is the social game conversation that we were just talking about earlier with how Morphine's playing a bad one and others are playing a good social game. And some people are locking into groups where they're able to communicate better with each other. Akira is playing a very smart run. You just won now, but everybody's impression of you is still, that's my girl. If I needed some help, she got my back. I can come and talk to her. She's still competing, though. There's a balance. Some I find to be competing and forgetting to play the social aspect. Some are just on a social aspect and they're not competing. And I think right now, Dawn and Akira are really good in that middle ground, and Morgan's right in there too. Them 3 are playing the great middle game. Now, with Akira's win, this is why I'm gagging. Look at the score, y'all. Score. 4-4. 4 Akira, 4 Dawn. Tie for first. Morgan has 3 just from the first episode. Lucky, Morphine, Mystique, 1. So Morgan, sorry, from the top. Lucky, Morgan, Morphine, Mystique all have 1 point to give. If they just give it to each other, Morgan will then tie for first with Akira, Dawn, and Morgan. Everybody else will have 2. Why that is almost crazy is the fact that let's say they do that. And let's say somebody who is low, like more, let's, for example, Mystique and Lucky end up being the top 2. They had 2. Mystique would then have 4 points right there, right? And then Lucky would get 3 and then have 5. 2 people go through. If Lucky and Mystique were to be put in that position and they can't give points away, they still wouldn't go through. Because then who would be left to give the points away at the end are the girls who already were on the board before, and they can just, honey, quickly. Ramp. Us 2, bye. Y'all out. So even if they did it, that it's not happening. Morgan, Akira, and Dawn are in it. Something would have to literally just happen. Wait, Mystique, I did not get this. Thank you, Drewski. Mystique in Atlanta Stone. Oh, Yellowstone. I can't. I can't. I'm afraid it is a wrap for 2 of the girls, but like 3 are on the board. I might have to say 3 it's a wrap for, and the other 3 it's really going to be a tight race to see who gets that second spot, the first or the second. It really just depends on how this next day goes. Like if Akira doesn't win, yeah, the girls can give you points because you helped them out, but then it's going to be dependent upon that and probably 1 point that's going to take you where you need to go. That's going to be really, really important. Someone also could give Akira a point just from this upcoming week. Same thing could happen to Dawn where Morphine could be petty and she's like, I'm not going to give my points to Lucky. I'm going to give it to Dawn. And then Lucky will have every right to be like, fuck you, bitch, furthermore, and then go off and do whatever they want to do. But like, it really depends on how they give these points away after this episode. And then what happens at the last run. It's going to be important. So I do believe Orange Bracket does have some stakes here. I may have made some jokes like 2 people ain't in it, but there's some stakes up here for some of these girls, and it's going to be a tight race to the end. Who do I want to go forward? I really hate it's not 3. Because it would be easy. Morgan, Akira, Dawn, down. But if I'm being honest. I live for Dawn's run right now and would love to see her go into the next, especially because, Jane be coming for her nonstop. So, like, Dawn going forward and eating up her bracket, yes, that'd be fun. I need Akira to go forward because Akira is Akira. The end. I kind of also want to see if Morgan makes it through because, again, our logo OG girls, the respect, the fact that they still can come into competition and compete. This is another reason why I hate It's Not 3. And Morgan also showed up that first episode, and even in the second episode, it was key. Those are the three that make sense. Morphine has not had a good little run so far, and I hate that for my sister, but like, and it's been given a bad social game. And Mystique, as much as I'm happy to see her back, it is giving a little reminiscence of another individual without as much soundbite moments from the last All-Stars. That's it. And then, the other person that's there to, work on themselves, I guess. But yeah. I don't know. This is weird. I don't like the two. I don't like it. Yeah. I know they wanted stakes, but 3 would have felt better. Because this is actually a pretty, for the most part, amazing kind of group. I don't know. I do want to hear your thoughts, though, in the comment section about this. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you feel about this orange bracket. Whose side are you on? What is your takes? Now, again, I may not agree with you, and I may need to fight for my point. But I don't disagree with you having a point because you should have one. And what's true for you is true for you. What's true for me is true for me. We can exist and coexist in the same building. It's no biggie, no big T. So whatever you got to say in the comment section, I receive, I take, trust, and believe. And I thank you again for tuning in. If you did want to drop a little love in my jar, whether this is on the playback and you're watching or you're here right now, it is paypal.me/Matty-Rants. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Cash App $ Matt924 and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for being here today and talking with your boy. I've enjoyed this so much. We had a good time for the first 2 episodes. As a reminder, we will be doing these reviews on Saturdays. Next week, I will be starting at our normal time, which is 2:30 p.m. Central Standard. Today, we started at 12:30 because, well, it was a 2-episode premiere, and I'm wrapping this up at 3 o'clock, so it makes kind of sense. I'm with you, Storm. It's a little... Like, I get it. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so high stakes. But it's also like, but so many of them are so good. So many of them are so good. Like, so many are so good. You know what I mean? It's like, well, not all of them, but like, you want to see the girl go, because maybe she's going to chew with the other brat. We know that girl's not going to do it, but we know that one could. We know that one could. I don't know. It's a little bittersweet for the 2 out of 6 bit, but hey, that's what we got right now. Yeah. I don't miss the lipsticks, if I'm going to be real. I want this to, like, as much as this is tournament style, I just need them to do it a little bit more tournament-y. There we go. Not a word, but I need a little bit more of that, and I high-key wish they did a loser's bracket. I wish it wasn't up to some rolling of, like, like some bingo ball wheel bullshit. I really wish they let the girls who were actually, like, eliminated come back, and then all of them be in like their own 3-episode whatever for someone to then go into the semifinal with the other bitches and gag them. While y'all were all competing with each other, the girls in the losers brackets were doing, because they do that in regular tournaments where people in winners will end up having to go into like regular bracket style. You end up in losers, and then there's a winners bracket and there's a losers bracket. And the losers bracket has to like literally fight their way back into the competition to then fight the person who is at the end of winners. And then the loser has to go through even more games just to match back up with the winner to where it's a fair game. And then it's like they have to climb a little bit harder, but they can do it. It's possible. I have seen it many times in Fighting Game Universe where someone in the loser bracket eats the girl in the winner's bracket. And it's like, damn, bitch, like you reset the set. Now they have to rerun it again, and then they end up winning. It's crazy work, but it's fun to watch. So, like, I don't know. I know it's money though, and it's time, and it's production, and that's just us giving all these like fantastical answers. So, if they had the budget, yeah, but it is what it is. Either way, I had a good time with y'all today. Thanks for tuning in. Love you down. Get in that comment section. I will see you later on next week. We're going to talk about a couple of things in the rant report, and then, of course, get back to this. And make sure you check out my Patreon. I'll be having videos starting Tuesday through Saturday, so you have a lot to look forward to over there. Appreciate y'all again. And don't send hate to anybody. And yes, I don't like that girl because she talked about my friend, but don't send hate to that bitch. It's not that deep. It's a little bit that deep, but it's not that deep. I know I'm gonna get some flack for it, but I don't give a damn. I stand by my friend. Okay, period. But love y'all down. Take care. I'm gonna see you for the next one. Listen.